Last month, I made $35,000. That did not happen by accident and it didn't happen overnight. I failed 10 businesses before I figured it out. So if you're really serious about hitting $10,000 per month, I'm going to break down exactly how to do it step by step. Step one is you have to rewire your brain, and this is where 99% of people fail. They're trying to build a 10K per month business while having a $10 an hour mindset. You have to become a different person to hit different numbers. I used to think that rich people were just special. They were born this way. They had an edge that I didn't. Any excuse I could find to just stop myself from starting. But the truth is, they just believed it was possible, and they backed this belief by action and focus. When I started to think I have to make this work instead of I hope this work, everything changed for me. So to start reprogramming your brain, what you have to do is, first of all, you have to educate yourself. You have to read books about mindset, books about how to reprogram your brain. There's tons of books outside and they just cost like 10, 15 bucks. You have to read them and actually apply what these books tell you. Some of my favorite books are Psycho-Cybernetics, Think and Grow Rich, As a Man Thinketh, and this is my top 3, and I genuinely recommend these books to you guys, and trust me, if you've never read a book before and you started with this book, you have a great start. So the second thing in reprogramming your brain is you have to meditate, because really meditation, to me, I feel like it's just being aware of your thoughts. Specifically, if you're just aware of your thoughts and you write them down and you just start to think to yourself, why am I having this thought? And I'm specifically speaking if you're having a bad thought. You write this bad thought down, you brainstorm of why you're having this thought in the first place, and then you start reprogramming your brain to believe a new thought. And this is where affirmation comes in. It might sound corny, a lot of people like make it sound cringe, but it's what some of the greatest minds of this generation of history have done to achieve success. They meditated, they genuinely believed in themselves. So I highly recommend you guys do that. Step 2 is you have to fix your environment. You cannot grow in a toxic, distracted, average environment. I made one of the hardest decisions. I cut off some of the people I cared about because they didn't align with my goals. I even moved cities where I didn't know anyone, literally no one. And when there's no noise, your vision becomes extremely clear. So what I would say is just look around you. Ask yourself, are you around people who are talking about winning and goals, or are you just around people who are gossiping and complaining? Second thing is ask yourself, is your space clean and organized, or is it draining and chaotic? Because that makes a huge difference mentally. What I would say to change your environment is, first of all, you have to cut off the people that don't serve your goals, the people that won't benefit you in a positive way. Once you do that, the second step is you have to surround yourself with winners, or at least ambitious people who are on the same mindset as yours, or that are on the same mission to just go out there, hustle, make some money, create a name for yourself. So one of the things you could do is you can go to networking events. I used to do that a lot. I went to a lot of networking events. I met a lot of people who genuinely benefited me, and I met a lot of people who connected me to other people. You can only meet one person who you click with, and this person can introduce you to a lot of people that in the future can help you a ton. So go to networking events, and I know it might be a little bit uncomfortable, but you have to do it. You know, it is what it is. You can't just be an introvert and stay inside. So I highly advise you guys to do that. Step 3 is you have to build a system. Hustling is not sustainable. Systems are. Let me show you how I built mine. I have 2 cold callers who generate me leads every single day. Those leads go straight into my CRM. All I have to do is just call those leads, read the script, put those leads under contract, find the buyer, assign it, and then get paid this way. This is my system. So stop waking up and winging it and build a system. Step 4 is you have to lock in a ruthless daily routine. The way you structure your day determines everything. And this is how I have mine. I wake up at 6 a.m., I meditate, I read for 30 minutes, and I get straight into my sales calls. Once I'm done, I hit the gym, eat, and then plan for the next day. It's extremely simple, but it works. And what I always say is, discipline isn't exciting, but it's what makes your income exciting. So if you want it so bad, that shouldn't be an issue for you. So I don't care where you're starting. I don't care if you failed before. I don't care if you don't feel ready. What I know is this: if you start believing in yourself, like your life depends on it, if you build a system and stay consistent with it, you will hit $10,000 per month, at least. And this is only the beginning. And once you hit that $10,000 per month, you're gonna realize that it wasn't magic. All it was environment, mindset, and systems. That's what it really is. So if I could do it, so can you.